Prix de la Grotte sees the reappearance of Zaragana, and we heard from Francis Graffard a bit earlier this morning about his thoughts about that. Taking her on, though, Charlie Fellows' She's Perfect, owned by the Basher Watts syndicate. Now, Basher is joining us, the syndicate manager and internet sensation. There he is. Welcome to the show, Basher. How are you keeping?
I'm good, and I'm even better after you introduced me as a nice young chap. So we're off on the right foot already, but very, very exciting time for the syndicate, Mike.
Relative. And listen, you must be getting incredibly excited about this filly, because she ran to a pretty good level, didn't she, as a 2-year-old?
She did, yeah. I mean, she won on debut over at Haydock. Kieran Schumacher gave her a peach of a ride from the front, and we absolutely lost our minds. My first ever runner in my colours and the first ever winner. She then went and ran a really big race over at Goodwood, £100,000 final race, a heavy ground. We were so far back, but we flew home to finish third. That form has since been franked. But this game is all about dreaming. And, you know, we spoke with Charlie and we thought, where do we go? Where do we start her? We wanted to start her off over a mile. We thought we could go over to Longchamp. And the most amazing thing is that with She's Perfect, the majority of her owners, this is their first ever time owning a racehorse. And I'm trying to tell them it's not this easy. We've won on debut, we've been third, we're rated 88, and we're going out to Paris with a dream. And hopefully, she can run a big race for us.
Oh, well, listen, fingers crossed for you. Tell us about the syndicate, Basher. How many involved in it, and how old are the? What's the sort of the generations involved in it?
Yeah, so I mean, it's all founded from my social media. We have owners as young as 18 up to sort of middle age. We'll keep it at middle age. But I've got 6 horses, 5 on the flat with Charlie Fellows, and a beautiful new National Hunt horse in training with Ben Pauling. And as I said, you know, I have some horses where the shares start from 0.5% and other horses where the shares start from 2.5% upwards. So I try and offer something for everyone. But I think the most beautiful thing is that horse racing is such a social sport. There's 20 of us going out to Paris. As long as she comes back safe and sound, we will have the best day ever. And we will celebrate like there's no tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
Are you going out on the Eurostar, or are you going to fly across? We're just showing you shots of her at Charlie Fellows's.
Yeah, well, annoyingly, it's the Paris Marathon, so the Eurostar was pretty filled up. I'm based near Norwich, so I'm flying via Amsterdam to get out there. But even if there was no flights, I think I'd set off by foot. Try stopping me not being there.
So you're not a million miles away from Newmarket and watching her do her things on Warren Hill and places like that?
Yeah, no, exactly that. And I think if you ask Charlie, he's probably getting sick of me because I'm up there more or less every week. I was up there yesterday giving her a pat before she left. Like, the horses, to me, we love the horses. They mean everything. And it's just so exciting to have a runner, a group runner, even a runner in France just means so much to, you know, such a young syndicate. I've only been going, you know, really properly for about a year now. And
great.
I can't wait for it.
So tell us a bit about how you got involved with it, Basher. How did it all start off and this love of horses for you?
Yeah, of course. Well, the funny thing is I've never been horsey. I've never ridden a horse. I absolutely love them, but they scare me to pieces, if I'm honest. But I've just always been fascinated by the game. And I had that sort of personality. If I like something, I get obsessed with it. And I had shares in racehorses, and I started posting content on TikTok and social media about 2 years ago. And I would do like an honest day as a racehorse owner with the horse I had shares in. I had so many people ask me, like, I'd love to get involved in a syndicate. Who would you recommend? And I just put it out there, and I said, well, look, it's always been my dream to have my own syndicate. Would anyone be interested? I had so much feedback, and people wanted to get on board. So we bought Believe the Storm. My first ever horse, who thankfully also won on debut. Yeah, and then since then it's just grown and grown, and I love sharing. I love sharing everything about the game.
Great
and
stuff.
As I said, I'm not horsey myself, so you know I'll mic up the farrier. I didn't know that the horses have different size hooves from the front and the rear, so I'm trying to get that sort of side of the game out to people that love it from like a punting point of view as well. But it's a fantastic journey so far.
Oh, Basher, great stuff. Listen, we need more people like you, my friend, so we wish you well with your filly on Sunday. We'll show it live on Sky Sports Racing in case you get any hiccups en route.
Well, put it this way, if she's there or thereabouts, you will hear us from Newmarket. Come on again.
Fantastic. Basher, appreciate it. Catch you soon at the races, I hope.
Thank you very much. I'll see you soon, buddy. Thanks for having me on.